Donald Trump has a lot to say today about the cases against him. We're going to talk about these cases and we're going to take a look at what Trump is saying on Truth Social tonight. First, we're going to start with this report. The leading report wrote a breaking story from today about the classified documents case, the documents that were discovered at Mar-a-Lago, allegedly. This is what leading report wrote. FBI brought props to its raid of former President Trump's Mar-a-Lago for classified documents that were pictured in an infamous photo taken at the alleged crime scene, according to court documents. The photo is here. Here. The photo's here. In a recent court filing, Jay Bratt, the chief DOJ prosecutor currently assigned to special counsel Jack Smith's team, admitted that FBI agents brought cover sheets with the word top secret to the Mar-a-Lago raid to serve as placeholders for classified documents. Wow. So I've never heard of placeholder evidence in any kind of case where images were being taken. This is insane. Absolutely insane. Leading report writes, however, according to court filings originally published by Declassified with Julie Kelly, both Trump's defense lawyer and the special counsel admitted that the classified documents now seem to be out of order following the seizure. Imagine that. Let's jump to the latest from this case, by the way. Here it is. Let's just check on basically the status as of now. Here we go. The court, this is just an excerpt from the middle here on page 3. The court also determines that finalization of a trial date at this juncture before resolution of the myriad of and interconnected pretrial and CIPA issues remaining and forthcoming would be imprudent and inconsistent with the court's duty to fully and fairly consider the various pending pretrial motions before the court, critical CIPA issues, and additional pretrial and trial preparations necessary to present this case to a jury. The court therefore vacates the current May 20th, 2024 trial date and associated calendar call to be reset by separate order following resolution of the matters before the court, consistent with defendants' rights to due process and the public's interest in the fair and efficient administration of justice. Basically, they're saying, we've got some issues we want to look at. Let's put everything on hold. We'll call it maybe next year. We'll get back to it. Let's take a quick look at what Trump is saying on Truth Social about his other cases as well. It's absolutely wild. This is from this morning, May 7th. He said that this witch hunt is false ancient history that was fully adjudicated by the voters in the 2016 presidential election. It only has to do with election interference and trying to help crooked Joe Biden get elected because he can't do it by himself. It is a vicious attack by the Soros-backed DA Alvin Bragg in strict coordination with the DOJ and the White House on Biden's political opponent, me. It is illegal, unconstitutional, and strictly third world country. Trump recently, just 46 minutes ago, said, Fox News, Katie Sharkowski, the gag order is unconstitutional. And this is the gag order for the other cases that are ongoing here, the hush money case and whatnot. NBC Today Show, quote, the challenge is there is no smoking gun. He wrote smocking gun for some reason. He writes, quote, quoting the NBC Today, no email or tape to prove the president's intent. They don't have a way to prove that. Trump wrote, thank you, NBC fake news. One of the worst in the business. Absolutely hilarious. Onward here, he says, good morning, America. Quote, expense payments to lawyers are legal expenses. He writes, I agree. And that's what we called them. Fake case by the crooked Soros-backed DA, Fat Alvin Bragg. Exclamation points. So yeah, as you can see, he is going off. And they're saying, people are like, he's going to go to jail. He's going to go to jail. I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows, man? But I think might be within the law. I don't know. We'll see. Here he is quoting CNN, Trump, about an hour ago. Michael Moore, quote, proof of falsifying records has not been accomplished, unquote. Trump writes, to put it mildly, I have done nothing wrong. Quote, legal expenses marked down in ledgers as legal expenses, not, quote, construction costs, not electrical contractor, not concrete work. The fake prosecutors should be prosecuted. So bad for our country. The next one is, great day in court today. I can't believe I'm gagged as the Republican nominee for president from talking about it. My constitutional rights have been taken away. MAGA 2024. Wow. He also quoted Newt Gingrich a couple hours ago. He writes, quote, Newt Gingrich, quote, this is without precedent in American history. It had never occurred to President John Adams that he could jail his primary competitor, Vice President Thomas Jefferson, even though Jefferson would defeat him in the election of 1800. It never occurred to Adams' son, President John Quincy Adams, that he could imprison Andrew Jackson, even though the latter spent the years attacking John Quincy Adams in often vicious and hostile ways. Only with the desperation of President Joe Biden and his fanatic left-wing enforcers did it become possible to think about arresting and jailing their major political competitor. This case must be taken off of Judge Merchan's hands, unquote. Anyway, there we go. My gosh, crazy. Benny Johnson wrote about it. He talked to Julie Kelly, and they talk about the Mar-a-Lago raid as a setup. She said this huge revelation filed Friday night by Jack Smith that admits that they tampered with evidence, that they have misplaced evidence. They brought these cover sheets to the Mar-a-Lago raid for the sole purpose of creating that stunt photo of a crime scene to make it appear that is how the documents were found in these boxes. It's just one more lie, she says. Here we have Simon Atiba talking about it, just talking about the Southern District of Florida postponing Trump's classified documents case trial indefinitely. So it's on the back burner, probably till next year, a lot of people are saying. And we'll see what happens with these cases. And they're saying that, you know, if on Trump going to jail, they're saying the jail is ready for Trump, basically. If he has to go, they're ready for it. So people are speculating, is he going to jail? Is he not going to jail for violating these gag orders and whatnot? Because he's going off on Truth Social a lot, but he might be in the clear. I don't know. But he seems pretty happy with what's going on. Some wins here or there with all of these cases. Something wild to see, I would say. Well, all right, everybody. We'll keep our eye on everything that's going on. Take care.
Do a little trolling. It's called We Do a Little Trolling.